Hey folks, today we're going to make us some beef stew. What I'm doing here is I'm cutting my own stew meat out of a 3-pound chuck roast. This is about the size of meat that you want right here, okay? If you cut your own meat, mo better. Because usually what they say when you buy stew meat is stuff that they can't sell, okay? Now we want to transfer it to a nice stew pot. Cover it with a little bit of olive oil here. Oh yeah. And the heat is not really high. I'll show you why I do that here in a minute. I'm letting it come up now though. I stir around, make sure to get a little olive oil on everything, because what we want to do here is we want to sear this meat. We want to sear it where the juices are in it. Okay. Here I'm adding a medium onion, roughly chopped, and like I say, cut everything about the same size as the meat. All right, that way it all cooks about the same together. Here I just added 1 teaspoon of salt. Then I'm gonna come in here and add a teaspoon of pepper, and then we're gonna add 1 teaspoon of garlic powder right here. All right, we won't need no more than any of these, I don't think, anywhere through this. But of course at the end we'll make sure we test for seasoning, okay, before we serve it to the folks. Now we'll stir these seasonings into the meat and let it keep searing. All right, keep searing it, keep searing it, keep searing it. And what we'll do is we'll get her all going real good here like this. Alright, now we've got it stirring it up here real good, and see our onions are starting to caramelize and everything down there, and all those spices, the salt, the pepper, and the garlic powder, they all get into the meat. You're going to learn in my cooking here that I do not add tomato to this recipe until later. I don't like to cook tomato into my beef or the other things, you know what I'm saying? So here we are, we're simmering our meat. Now I'm adding 1 full box of beef stock, okay? That's I think 2 pounds, like, oh, you can figure it out. It's 1 full box, 2 pounds, 4 cups. That's what it is. It's 4 cups of beef stock, and you could use chicken stock if you wanted to. I want you to bring that stock and all your stuff up to a nice boil like this. And we're going to let her simmer here just a little bit. And just stir it around, make sure nothing's sticking, everything's looking good, and then put a lid on it. And what we're going to do here is we're going to simmer this meat for approximately 3 hours, checking it occasionally. Okay, there's the first time I check mine. I usually check mine about every 30 minutes, make sure my liquid level is staying proper. And I'll just cover it back up and simmer it some more. And as you can see, it's getting tenderer and tenderer. I don't know if that's really a word or not. But there's one little piece in here I got to for sure show you. It's kind of funny. But you can see the meat's getting, I'm kind of checking the meat here, for the tenderness, and it's not even close. Now here we're going to cut up a couple of taters. There's just 2 of us for this stew. And I don't have a peeler, so I use a paring knife. And what your object could do is, when you cut your potato, is to try to make sure that all your pieces are somewhat the same size. Remember, about the same size as your meat was. So what I do is I make 3 or 4 slices across the potato like so. Okay. Yeah, 3 slices, and then I'll turn them sideways and cut them into quarters. And that pretty much makes them the same size as the beef. You know what I'm saying? And which therefore makes them cook evenly. And then as soon as you get your potatoes done, you want to go to your celery and your carrots. And the same thing goes with them. Careful with your fingers. I'm not being real careful there, am I? I've got a brand new knife and it is really sharp, I'm telling you. So watch your fingers and chop your celery and your carrots approximately the same size. As you can see, I don't peel my carrots. They have lots of vitamins in those outer shells. I just wash them real good. I cook the whole thing, the butt, all of it. All right. Now that you get all your vegetables cut up, what we want to do is I want you to get yourself 2 tablespoons of regular flour, all-purpose flour, and 1/3 cup of water. And just take a fork and mix it up really well. Make sure there's no, everything's really mixed in well with your water. And what I want you to do is I want you to add it at this point into your stew. Okay, this is going to be the thickening agent that you need to thicken up the stew and to make it turn it from a soup into a stew. You know what I mean? We'll pour her in here now. That's plenty good. You can see it's all liquid. Don't pour a bunch of lumps or anything in there, and then stir it in real nice with your spoon. Okay, looking really good. Now we're going to add our veggies. Okay, I want you to get your taters and your carrots and your celery, and we're going to add them in right here. And if you'll notice, we still haven't added any tomato to our soup yet. Okay, but we will. Hang with me here. Alright, so we're coming now. We got the taters in. You can see they're all about the size the meat was, and then our veggies we're going to add in here now. And what we want to do is we want to stir them in really nicely. This is something you learn. What I want you to do is cover your stuff back up, and we're going to simmer some more. Remember, we've never come up above a simmer yet. But what you want to do is when you're in the kitchen, you want to make sure. Watch this. Oh, baby, was that hot. Look at that. I almost dropped it. And it's a good thing I didn't have any voice running. You know what I mean? So anyway, cover back up there, and we're going to simmer her down. And as I've already done here, now we're going to add that 8-ounce can of tomato sauce right here. Okay? Taters ain't quite done, but we got to get that tomato sauce in there. Okay? This has got to have a little bit of tomato flavor. I don't like to overwhelm it. Some people will serve you just pure red sauce, and I hate that. So you're going to love this, I promise you, folks. All right, we're going to cover back up here, and we're going to simmer some more until we got everything ready. All right, I believe at this point now, everything of mine was absolutely just perfect. The soup and everything had thickened back up real nicely, and it's just, I don't know what you could say. It couldn't be any better. And I just had to let you have another look at this. Okay, see that all that soup is just perfect in there. All right, here we go. A little food porn here. We're going to serve it up and let you take a look at what it looks like there. See, it's not overwhelmed with tomato. I've just never been a major tomato person in my soups. I don't know. You can add all tomato you want. Okay, look at that. Oh, baby. I remember when I took this, when I ate this. Oh, it was so good. My wife says, "Dang, this is good." I said, "I know. I ought to make a video and put it on the internet, shouldn't I?" She goes, "Yeah." But, I had to work my way through here and make myself take a bite, and boy, was it good. I tried to get a little bit of everything on here and grab up that carrot. Everything is just perfect. I'm serious, it's just absolutely perfect. Try this dish. You'll like it. I ain't an old man cooking if you don't like it. You know what I'm saying? Tell your friends. Like. Subscribe. All that stuff. Send me a comment how much you liked it when you made it. Y'all have a good day.